Welcome to the mystical realm of spiritual sensitivity, where the ordinary meets the extraordinary. In this video, we'll uncover 7 intriguing meanings behind being spiritually sensitive. Have you ever felt like there's more to reality than meets the eye? If so, you're not alone. Being spiritually sensitive opens doors to unseen dimensions, heightened intuition, and a deeper connection to the universe. Join us as we decode the secrets of this extraordinary gift. From empathic powers to energy perception, get ready to explore the fascinating world of spiritual sensitivity. Let's dive in and unravel the mysteries together. 1. You feel much more than most. Think of this like a radio with a very strong antenna. You pick up a lot of signals, and not all of these are pleasing or coherent signals. Being a sensitive means that if you don't take steps to guard your energy, you take in a lot of outside signals, both pleasant and unpleasant. Your antenna is sensitive and powerful, and whereas others may not even pick up on negative or positive vibes from a partner or friend, you can feel them coming a mile away. You keenly feel emotions and energies others are putting out. You feel the atmosphere and mood of a restaurant or bar, even before walking in. You feel strange, almost crackling tension before a major world event or disaster. You can tell when somebody you love or are related to by blood is in crisis or danger. You notice much more than most, and repressing it won't work. You need to decide what to do with it. 2. You pick up vibes others don't pick up. As I've hinted at in the first point, being a sensitive in the spiritual world means you pick up vibes others don't pick up. You're the one person who realizes somebody is a con man or psychopath while your friends still think he's a great guy. You're the person who feel that a major shift is coming in the world while others are out just enjoying the sunshine. It's like the vibes of everything around you and inside you are turned up to 11 and you just want to dial it all back down. But you don't really have that option. What you can do, however, is take measures to protect yourself. 3. You need to protect yourself. If you head into the world full tilt without any precautions, you can end up getting quite injured and overexposed. It's vital to trust yourself and stay away from giving out too much energy. Meditate and pray, ensuring you have spiritual protection, and don't wander too easily into places or situations that could spiritually wound you. It's especially vital to remove yourself from toxic relationships or connections which may be harming you and damaging you at a deeper level. As Detroit Paranormal Expeditions writes, "As a sensitive, I have had to learn to trust myself and protect myself accordingly. It is so important, sensitive or not, to protect yourself, mind, body, and spirit." 4. You're at risk of being misled by certain people. A sensitive tends to have high emotional intelligence and empathy. This can go too far in terms of taking on the problems of others as their own or getting stuck in codependent relationships and connections. It can also manifest in a sensitive being led down the wrong paths and being seduced into toxic spirituality. Toxic spirituality is basically a fake form of spirituality that's turned out to be very profitable and is being slung by New Age gurus from Bali to Austin. Many of the teachings revolved around law of attraction style teachings and urge people to be more positive if they want a better life. For a sensitive, this sounds very tempting. After all, what could be more refreshing than just only being around positive vibes and making yourself into a beacon of positivity? When we're overly focused on seeing the bright side, we miss out on half of life, and we actually lose out on some vital opportunities. The truth is that as a sensitive, you need to be especially cautious about spiritual teachings that seem too good to be true or just promise all good things to you. That's not how life works, and real spirituality is so much more empowering and deep. 5. You can have a struggle finding love that works. Many of us have some struggle in finding love that works and making romance blossom. But one of the hardest meanings of being a sensitive in the spiritual world is that finding good love is even tougher. Or if they do, they generally tend to have some struggles in that marriage. The sensitive can only really fall in love when it's somebody they truly trust and have deep feelings for. When these emotions aren't reciprocated or are later betrayed or stop, it's extremely hurtful because the sensitivity can feel all those shifting energies. 6. You have a deep need for a career that aligns with your values. We can't always pick our job, and developing the career we dream of takes time, determination, and doesn't always happen how we'd like. But to the best of their ability, the sensitive seeks a job that resonates with their soul. If you're a sensitive, you've likely already experienced numerous jobs that didn't work out for no obvious outer reason. The pay was decent, your coworkers were pleasant enough, and maybe the work was even decently interesting. But you felt something missing in the job and the energy of the place. It felt empty or lacking in vitality somehow, and a certain depression and ennui grew inside you. Eventually, you reached a kind of breaking point and had to move on from various jobs which simply weren't aligned with who you are and what matters to me. This may even look spoiled to outside observers, but for a sensitive, it's spiritually necessary to leave behind devoting his or her time to pursuits which don't resonate at a deeper level, and that includes in the work sphere. 7. You seek your purpose in life and help others find it as well. It's like oxygen or water. You have no choice but to find what you're here for and pursue it in some way. Even if your purpose and mission in life doesn't end up being your career, it ends up playing a central role in your life and in giving you inspiration and energy for everything that comes your way. As a sensitive, you also tend to have a strong talent for helping others find their way in life and find their purpose. You help others find what resonates with them and find their purpose in an authentic and empowering way. This is something you're well skilled at because of your sensitivity to their energy and inner life. So you're a sensitive, what now? Being a sensitive can be both a blessing and a burden, as I said earlier. Being more attuned to the energies and emotions around you and inside you can be overwhelming, but it can also provide unique opportunities, relationships, and connections that others miss out on. Being a sensitive isn't a choice. What you do with being a sensitive is a choice. It's imperative that you protect your energy and don't open up too easily to absorb all the energy and sorrows of others, but it's also advisable to open up to your gifts and learn how to use them. Becoming a light worker or somebody who works with energy in some way is one way to go about this, as is being a person who others can turn to and depend on, who has a special place in everyone's life. In the end, being a sensitive gives you enormous potential. If you can free your mind and choose wisely about how to use your gifts, the world is your oyster. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to you for joining us on this path of self-discovery and manifestation. If this message resonates with you, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing this video. Feel free to leave a comment below, sharing your thoughts and personal experiences. Remember, every step you take brings you closer to the realization of your aspirations.